It's not a matter of how things look like. It's a matter of how to look at things. If you frown at the mirror, it won't smile back, isn't it? Let's look at things differently instead. Welcome back to the GaganVictor podcast. It's all about our perspective to life. How we look at things in life is how happy or sad we intend to be. Disclaimer, when I was jotting down this English episode after a long time, I thought of my two dear admirers and avid listeners of the podcast, Jonathan Fawcett from the United Kingdom and Jack Everly from the States. This one is for you, mates. On perspective, back. Let me share one story with two perspectives first. A budding writer sat in his study. He took out his pen and began to write. Last year, I had surgery to remove gallstones. I was bedridden for a long time. In the same year, I turned 60 and was retired. Quitting a company that I loved so much, I had to leave the job I have been doing for 35 years. The same year, I was abandoned by my beloved mother who passed away. Then still in the same year, my son failed his final medical exam because of a car accident. Repair cost from the car damage marked the peak of bad luck last year. At the end, he wrote, What a bad year it was. The writer's wife entered the room and found her husband who was sad and pensive. From behind, the wife saw the husband's writing. Slowly, she backed away and left the room. 15 minutes later, she came back in and put down a piece of paper with the following words. Last year, my husband finally managed to get rid of his gallbladder, which had been making his stomach hurt for years. That same year, I am grateful that my husband was able to retire in a healthy and happy state of mind and body. I thank God he was given the opportunity to work and earn for 35 years to support our family. Now my husband can spend more of his time writing, which has always been his hobby. In the same year, my 95-year-old mother-in-law, without any pain, returned to God in peace. And still in the same year, God protected our son from harm in a terrible car accident. Our car was seriously damaged by the accident, but my son survived without any serious injuries. In the last sentence, his wife wrote, Last year was a year full of extraordinary blessings from God. We spent it full of wonder and gratitude. The writer smiled with emotions, and warm tears flowed down his cheeks. He was grateful for a different point of view for every event he had gone through the past year. The different perspective of the same events now made him joyful. Friends, in life we must understand that it's not happiness or joy that makes us grateful. It is gratitude that makes us happy and joyful. Let's practice seeing events from a positive point of view and keep envy away from our hearts. And whatever it is, walk through it in power. After all, positivity is a superpower, isn't it? He who has the why to live can bear with almost anyhow. My response to every situation is, it's all good, because even it's not, it will be. As I firmly believe, needing nothing attracts everything. Focus on the wonderful things about you, and when your mind starts to criticize any part of you, stamp out those thoughts. Stop them immediately and switch your mind to the good things about you. Wake up to happiness every day. Every single moment is recorded in our memory. The mind works like a search engine actually, with our memories being the data bank that is being searched every time. The words we put in return the memories with those words in them. So if you type in depressed, lonely, unhappy, etc., the more and more of these memories are retrieved, and this is what you experience. From today, we can choose what words we want to put in our search engines. Maybe try searching for words like happy, peaceful, powerful, etc. instead, and find the results enticing. If you focus on good things about you, you will attract an abundance of good things. We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorn bushes have roses. Be kind to yourself because you deserve it. Say it with me. I am going to walk into the most successful, soul nourishing year of my life. Amen.